Angel Reese did things last night I'm not sure we've ever seen on a basketball court. I was like, is this real? Did this happen?
Angel Reese just had one of the most disappointing performances of her career, and it wasn't just about the stats. She completely unraveled on the court, displaying reckless play and unnecessary roughness in a game that left everyone shaking their heads.
The Lunar Owls crushed the Rose BC, and Angel, well, she did some rather interesting things on the court. And Napheesa Collier, well, look now, one thing we could say, they are not afraid of Angel Reese and the Rose BC, because after hitting the game-winning shot, Napheesa had some real words towards Angel Reese.
But the highlight of the game? Napheesa Collier had enough of Reese's antics and made sure to put her in her place in the best way possible. If you're looking for a masterclass in humbling a trash talker, you're in the right spot. Stick around as we break down every moment that exposed Angel Reese as a player more focused on theatrics than the game itself. And trust me, the numbers speak for themselves. One play, in particular, showed just how reckless she can be, delivering a move under the basket that crossed the line.
Angel Reese looks like a very dirty move under the basket.
First spot, draws two, sling it, Reese!
Angel Reese entered the game with her usual confidence, ready to dominate. But within minutes, it became clear that she was more focused on showboating than helping her team win. Instead of playing smart, she spent the game trying to intimidate opponents, throwing reckless passes, and making one bad decision after another.
She's going to go in, and then after she hits it, she's going to bark her head off at Angel Reese.
Eight to shoot, Tiggins Smith, matched up by Gray.
Right there,
the ball. Collier
game winner, look at her. She's talking mad shit.
Queen Bee,
mad shit.
Angel Reese was on Napheesa Collier, giving her a bunch of frustrating bombs.
Now, let's talk about the numbers, because they are downright hilarious. Reese turned the ball over 7 times. Yes, you read that right, 7. And these weren't just minor mistakes. They were some of the most absurd errors you'll ever see at the professional level. At one point, she threw the ball straight into the backboard, rebounded her own pass like she was playing catch with herself, and then stood there looking completely baffled, as if even she couldn't believe what had just happened.
Angel Reese rebounded her own pass. I saw this and was like, this can't be real. Angel Reese thought she was playing dodgeball out there.
Reese's overconfidence got the best of her as she took some of the most outrageous shots imaginable, completely missing the mark. When she wasn't tossing up bricks, she was trying to play bully ball, constantly shoving and body-checking Napheesa Collier in a desperate attempt to get in her head.
Angel was 8 for 16 for 17 points, 10 boards last night, 7 damn turnovers. Napheesa Collier right here, 7 of 16. She had 16 points, 9 rebounds, but she had the most important thing, the game winner last night.
But here's where things got really entertaining. Instead of letting Reese's antics rattle her, Collier did what true pros do. She stayed locked in, focused on the game, and completely exposed Reese for the player she truly is. Every time Reese tried to get physical, Collier had the perfect response, dominating her where it mattered most, on the scoreboard.
I mean, Angel Reese is out there looking like a UFC fighter.
If you're a hoops fan, if you're a basketball fan, and you watch this, I don't give a shit if you are an Angel Reese fan. You can't tell me this is not egregious.
They're doing everything they have to do to sell this league.
Angel Reese's desperation hit its peak with one of the clumsiest defensive plays of the game. As she tried to muscle her way into position, she completely lost her footing and flopped to the ground like a bad actor in a low-budget movie. The best part? The refs weren't buying it. No whistle, no foul, just an embarrassing moment that had fans shaking their heads.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Social media wasted no time roasting her for the ridiculous flop, with fans quick to point out that for all her talk about being a physical player, she sure went down easy when it suited her. It was yet another brutal reminder that while Reese enjoys playing the villain, she struggles when the pressure is on. Instead of stepping up and proving her dominance, she resorted to antics that only made her look even more out of place.
This is Angel Reese, the content creator side. It's pretty clear basketball is her top priority. I cannot imagine how anybody could view this athlete in any other way. It's clear basketball is front and foremost. This is all helping with things like shooting better from the field and missing layups. She has no rhythm, just like she can't make a layup. Practice layups. OnlyFans incoming.
Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier stayed locked in, letting her game do the talking. While Reese was flailing around, making headlines for all the wrong reasons, Collier was putting on a clinic, delivering bucket after bucket and proving exactly why she's one of the best in the game. Every time Reese tried to get under her skin, Collier responded with pure basketball excellence. And just when it seemed like Reese's night couldn't get any worse, she capped it off with one final, laughable mistake. With a chance to help her team mount a comeback, she crumbled under pressure, throwing a pass straight into the hands of an opponent. Another turnover, another wasted possession, another moment of pure humiliation.
I think Angel's more concerned about being an influencer, content creator, over being a better basketball player. This was her taking pictures, hanging out with some rappers and producers, etc.
You think you could get a bucket in this format, full court 3-on-3?
You know, think I can get a bucket?
Yeah.
If Angel Reese on my team, yeah.
Hell yeah.
By the end of the game, the contrast between the two players couldn't have been clearer. Collier was the definition of professionalism, poised, disciplined, and clutch. Reese, on the other hand, was nothing more than an overhyped player who let her emotions take over. It was a night to forget for Reese, but for fans who have watched her antics all season, it was just more proof that she's nowhere near the superstar she claims to be. This loss wasn't just another game for Reese, it was an exposure of her reckless, undisciplined style of play. While she's built her brand on trash talk and drama, performances like this show exactly why she's not in the same league as true stars like Collier or Caitlin Clark. The difference between talk and talent was put on full display, and Reese walked away with nothing but another embarrassing loss.
You got to see this clip. Runs down court with the basketball, 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup, and throws it to the girl behind her. No skills.
So Lexi Hall's right here, right? She's going to come out here. She gets the ball, going to pass it into Angel. Look at this, folks. That's Lexi Hall. Wide ass open. Does she get the ball? Angel not only did not pass the ball back out to Lexi Hall, but she missed another freaking layups.
Angel Reese, never one to take responsibility for her mistakes, immediately went into damage control mode. Instead of owning up to her reckless play and poor performance, she deflected, pointing fingers at everyone but herself. The refs, her teammates, the coaching staff, even the court itself, everything was to blame except the one person truly responsible for her disastrous night. It was classic Reese, act tough, play recklessly, and when things don't go her way, play the victim.
To keep going, it's hard. Like, it is hard. To live my life isn't easy. And I don't want to get emotional, but like, that's why I put the work in every day. Cause like, there are little girls that look up to me. There are the college girls that look up to me. And just being able to be inspiration every day. So that's why I just try to keep going through all the negativity. At 22, it's hard living this life, but I'm grateful. I'm blessed. And I'm lucky to be around this group, and being here in Unrivaled has just been the best thing for me.
Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier and the Lynx were celebrating, and rightfully so. Collier did exactly what a true leader does. Stayed focused, played smart basketball, and delivered in the clutch. She didn't need cheap shots or trash talk. Her game spoke for itself. While Reese was flailing around and arguing with the refs, Collier was leading her team to victory with poise and precision. And when the moment came to silence Reese for good, Collier delivered a game-winning shot and a well-earned celebration right.
3 weeks into the season and Unrivaled is struggling to sell out a studio that seats 800 people?
At some point, TNT Sports is going to be like, we ain't making no money because we ain't got no ratings. And I mean, they don't have any ratings, and she's not pulling them. She had a game last Saturday, didn't even make 80,000 viewers. This person said you complain about everything. Professional life is different, and you can't seem to handle it.
And let's not forget the internet. Social media had a field day with Reese's meltdown. The memes started rolling in almost instantly as fans roasted her 7 turnovers, missed layups, and of course, her final possession blunder. Some even joked that she was trying to set a record for the most embarrassing plays in a single game. One tweet summed it up perfectly. Angel Reese talks like she's Shaq but plays like a YMCA hooper who just learned the rules. Others pointed out that Reese's game relies more on unnecessary aggression than actual skill, and this performance was just more proof of that. But here's where things get even worse for her. The WNBA is watching. Coaches, analysts, and even her own teammates are starting to see the pattern. Her reckless play isn't helping anyone. It's not winning games, it's not improving her skills, and it's certainly not earning her respect from the league's top players. Instead, it's making her a liability, and if she doesn't adjust soon, she might find herself playing fewer minutes, or worse, becoming just another overhyped player who never lived up to the talk.
Have some sportsmanship, seriously. Now, she's still acting up, running her mouth right here. She's pointing out, look, you're running your mouth. Get out of here. The referee said, I'm not listening to your smart-ass mouth. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Black History Month. Y'all know I had to be the first. Seriously. So she just claimed that she got thrown out because she's a victim of racism.
When it's not going well for you, claim racism.
She came out, made it about race, and got crushed.
Let's be real. This was supposed to be a new era for Angel Reese. She entered the WNBA riding a wave of hype, marketed as a game changer, someone who could bring energy, attitude, and dominance to the league. But here's the problem. Being a game changer requires skill, discipline, and leadership. What we saw from Reese in this game was the exact opposite: undisciplined, careless, and at times, outright embarrassing. Now, compare that to Napheesa Collier. She doesn't need antics to prove she's one of the best. She simply goes out there and dominates the right way, with skill, composure, and leadership. She took everything Reese threw at her, absorbed it, and then hit her where it hurt the most, on the scoreboard.
Angel Reese is never gonna improve her basketball skills. Check this out.
I see you miss layups just like they do and everything, but forget them. Yeah, you know, I mean, I miss layups too. So, I mean,
everybody miss layups, but they can't get mad if I get the rebound, box me out.
Yeah. Don't be mad because your fade didn't box her out. That's what I say. Period.
I see your miss layups like they do, but forget them. What the do you mean forget them?
As for Napheesa Collier, she just reminded everyone why she's the real deal. No theatrics, no drama, just pure skill, composure, and a winning mentality. And after this game, one thing is crystal clear. Angel Reese is no Caitlin Clark, and she's definitely no Napheesa Collier either. Reese can keep running her mouth, but at the end of the day, basketball always exposes the truth. If she wants to be taken seriously, she needs to focus on improving her game instead of flexing after every rebound like she just won a championship. Until then, she'll remain nothing more than a loud distraction, while players like Collier and Clark continue cementing themselves as the true future of the WNBA.
This is why Angel Reese's game is never going to get better, y'all. Her mom telling her this and her fans are the same exact way. Zero accountability, bro. Imagine this, y'all. You playing basketball in front of the whole world. People have been constantly criticizing your game and you messing up on the court. There's all this film and everything about what you need to do better and what you're messing up on. And your mom is just sitting here telling you, well, forget them. Just forget them, bro. Like, that's terrible advice. Like we see why Angel Reese is the way that she is. Man, look at how her mom is just talking to her, telling her just forget them, bro. But then y'all are so mad that the world doesn't like her and talk so much shit about her, bro.
As the final buzzer sounded, Reese did what she always does, looked for someone else to blame. She shot a glare at the refs, shook her head in disbelief, and acted as if the game had been stolen from her. Never mind the fact that she had single-handedly sabotaged her team with 7 turnovers, reckless fouls, and a complete inability to deliver in the clutch. Instead of owning up to her disastrous performance, she walked off the court with the same entitled attitude, refusing to acknowledge that she had been completely outclassed.
And then she's like, oh, everybody misses layups. I'm so tired of this everybody misses layups thing. Yes, A whole bunch of basketball players miss layups, but people are not missing layups like Angel Reese, bro.
Fact.
Statistically the worst finisher in the league. So that means you're last and at the bottom. So that means you're the worst and nobody is missing like you are. God, this is not rocket science. Angel Reese GPA holders, bro. This is not rocket science, man. This is amazing. Y'all just cannot keep it real with this girl, bro. That's why she looks like an unrivaled. That clip that just came out with her getting blocked by Breanna Stewart like 3 times or something, and then she finally made the shot, bro. That's why her game looks like it is not even improved at all, man.
And the reaction? Absolutely brutal. Fans didn't hold back. Cheers filled the arena as Reese walked off the court, and social media wasted no time tearing her apart. Clip after clip of her worst plays flooded the internet, with fans highlighting just how badly she had been exposed. 1 minute, she was flexing like she was the toughest player in the league, and the next, she was getting clowned for one of the most embarrassing performances of her career. What was supposed to be her moment to shine had turned into an absolute disaster.
Fans of Angel Reese, Barbie, are upset by commentary from YouTube videos and social media platforms. Angel Reese posted, "Using my name for clicks is literally a drug. We give people what they want. Whatever they want to see. I'm not allowed to talk about her missing layups left and right, but she can go on her podcast and talk about Caitlin Clark or anything else that she wants to. But her supporters, oh, they're mad. Could you hit a rim? Could you not airball to the thousands of people that's watching on TV?" It's a pretty poor looking product on television. The announcers simply pretended Angel Reese airball on the 3 didn't happen.
Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier got the last laugh, both on the scoreboard and in the eyes of the basketball world. She didn't need trash talk or cheap shots. She simply played smart, disciplined basketball and delivered the ultimate dagger with a clutch game-winning shot. While Reese was busy trying to act tough, Collier proved that true dominance comes from skill, not antics. This game wasn't just a loss for Reese, it was a statement. She walked in thinking she was a star, but by the end of the night, she was nothing more than a punchline. And here's the real issue. This isn't just a one-time thing. This game exposed a pattern. Time and time again, Reese has relied on theatrics and intimidation instead of actually outplaying her opponents. But when the competition gets real, she folds. This was her moment to prove she could shine on the big stage, and instead, she crumbled under the pressure. Now, the big question is, where does Angel Reese go from here? The tough girl act is wearing thin, and after this humiliation, people are starting to see through it. The fans saw it, the media saw it, and most importantly, her opponents saw it. If she doesn't adjust her game, this won't be the last time she gets exposed. So, what do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for Angel Reese's tough girl facade? Or will she finally learn from her mistakes? Let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.